Welcome to All Day Pass, where we bring you all day fun. So recently we took a trip up to Northern California, kind of the Central Coast area. So we just wanted to bring you a little bit about some fun things we can do up there, or that rather you can do up there. So join us for this fun.
The trip, good morning by the way, brings us to, you can see it, where's my finger? Right here, the mystery spot in Santa Cruz. I've been here before, he's never been here before, Ashley's never been here before, so it's really, really cool. There's a couple of these, I believe there's one in Oregon, there's one here in Santa Cruz. They have a story that goes with it, but it's really all just like optical illusions and line of sight kind of tricks that are really awesome. All right, here is the entrance to the mystery spot. It's so crazy being up here versus down in Southern California. It's just so quiet out here. So if it sounds like I'm talking quietly, it's because I'm used to having to yell.
Which, has nothing to do with the mystery. I don't want to get you confused. We're seeing this happen because one direction sucks. I could still be lying. There could be a small motor in there. We could be doing this with magnets. Harry Styles could have a solo career. I have no idea. But I have some water with me, so I'm going to do something special for everybody. And I'm just going to pour one out for my homie. This is for you, Maurice! Oh, you're still recording. Hello, my name is Chris. I'm an actor. Please hire me. Inside the cabin, you guys. Hey, man, do it? Of course. Very busy. Nice job. The heavier you'll feel it become. If you move it towards the center, the lighter you'll feel it become. Now, it's not magnetized or anything. It's actually made out of lead. You can't magnetize lead or lick it, but if you do, there are job applications in the gift store.
Exactly. That's also very true. Yeah. Yes, look at you, buddy. Right, you want to hang on the bar? Yeah, there you go. Just walk very yeah.
Like I feel like Inception.
Look at you. With great power comes great responsibility. Okay, buddy?
I think that's the first time. The reason is because I'm standing in front of this doorway. I noticed the doorway is making
Step on the table.
more normally, so you guys should try that as well. Now we go back out in front of the but I got something else to talk to you about, which is.
All right, so we decided to make it a mysterious day all around, and I can't actually film inside. Now they're making an announcement, but you can see the house behind me right now. That is the Winchester Mystery House, popularized by a movie that came out a few years ago, kind of like a fictional telling of the story of it. But basically it's Winchester, like Winchester rifles. And then we'll talk a little bit more about it after we get through. All right, so we're all done inside of the tour. Took about an hour, probably just a little more than an hour. And so we're outside now in one of the gardens. And actually, it almost looks like this here is kind of a heart shape. Hard to tell from the surface level here. But here's the actual front of the house. And as they explained on the tour, because we walked right by the front door over here, so let me wander over towards it. As nice and decorative as it was here, in the time that the house was being used, this door wouldn't really have been used much because all guests would show up, via carriage, through the carriage entrance, and there wasn't a whole lot of just walking up to front doors, like we're used to doing today. But you can just see the decorativeness and the ornate style of the house. And then, here, let me turn around and show you. Obviously, when it was built, it was all alone, but we're literally just in the middle of the city now. So there's all kinds of modern buildings, including something being built right next to it right now. So basically, the general gist of the story is that once she moved out here, feeling she was plagued by the spirits of people killed by Winchester rifles, a medium told her that basically to kind of ward the spirits off were to build a house and never stop building. So it started off as an 8-room house and then got up to over 160 rooms. And it's humongous, basically. And there's all kinds of weird things with doors that open to nowhere and the staircases that lead up to the ceiling and all kinds of. So there's so much rich history that you can go and look. But they did say, of course, since no records were really kept, a lot of it is from hearsay and presumption. All right, so as one example that we can actually see out here, you can kind of make out the sign at the bottom of it, but you can see that open door. It's just a door to nowhere. It opens up. There's no staircase to get there or anything. All right, so we headed back down towards Santa Cruz to Felton, and we are at the Henry Cowell Redwoods State Park. So there's a couple different trails you can walk through, and so we're gonna go check out some of the historic redwoods. All right, so right at the entrance to the trail, they've got a kind of like a cross section cut out of a tree, and you can see like right along here basically little like markers, and it's showing how old and how you can use the ring. So the first one here says 1934 is when the tree fell. So let me come over to the very first one. Birth of Jesus. Oh, whoops, sorry, I hit the handle. Birth of Jesus. So yeah, this was an old tree, and there is a sign right here, and it talks about it was about 2,200 years old. So the general trail is, you can see it's about 15 feet wide. They want you to stay on the trail, and then like here's another humongous grouping of redwoods, and this is number 2. We just passed a sign that had a number 1, and then, just like earlier, how I mentioned it, it is so quiet out here. Like there's very little like non-ambient sound or non-natural sound.
Hey guys, once you get in there, you can stand up in there.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so old. So I've got my flashlight out so we can try and see. That is amazing. It's so cool.
A bear would love to live in here.
A bear would love to live in here.
But sorry, bears, you can't go in here.
Wow. And so there's the kind of the entrance that we came in through. All right, this one is a tunnel tree, and allegedly Declan is going to pop out of here in just a moment. There he is. Was it cool in there?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's really, really difficult to see, and unfortunately I don't have my zoom lens, but right over here are a pair of deer. There's at least 2. There might be more. Oh, yep, I can see some movement over here through the trees as well. So here's a better angle. You can see it right here, that dark spot. Again, I don't know what it's going to look like on the actual screen, on my little tiny, like 2-inch LCD screen. I can see the dot, but it's just sitting there and foraging.
So that's just a little bit of the things you could do, or that we did on that trip up to Northern California. We wish we could make it more because it is one of our favorite places to travel to. Schedules just they don't always allow us to get up there as much as we want to, but we hope you like this video. If so, please give us that thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. As always, please be kind and be real, and join us for your next all-day pass.